Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. So in this video, we're going to be doing the Field of Screams quest, a walkthrough on just how to complete this quest, which you're going to need to be able to join a faction for the Halloween event. Now to do this, you're going to need a scary outfit, which is kind of some previous Halloween sorts of outfits which you've gotten through the game. But if you don't have them, don't worry, there is another option as well. Now to start this, you can teleport to the Halloween event, the Harvest Hollow, through the teleport in the teleport menu. And go and speak to any of the 5 horsemen, and then basically they're going to start arguing amongst themselves. And then once they have, they'll give you this option to accept the quest. So what you need to do first is basically pick which sort of horseman you're going to go and pick to fight for in the clan competitions. Now, because he's the main man, we're going to go for war as always, because war is the number one. So what it's going to do is basically give you the option to get an outfit ready. Now, if you have done any Halloween events in the past, if you go to the Diango option in your bank, click the 3 dots here and then go through Diango, you can have a look to see if you have access to any Halloween items which are going to be spooky enough for War to be happy with, and that you can actually go and do Halloween. Now, as you can see on the Bond account, we haven't really done any. We've got some parcels and stuff, but I really wouldn't cast that as spooky. So to be spooky enough to start the quest, you need 4 pieces of weapons or armor or outfits which counts as spooky enough for your horseman to classes worthwhile starting. Now I'm going to drop an item list in the description of the wiki which all the items are included, which are classed as spooky enough. However, what I've found is that if you've not done any Halloween events, you are kind of locked out. But there are some items you can go and get yourself, the ectoplasmator, the full ghost outfit, and the pumpkin as well. If you haven't done the pumpkin from last year's event, all you need to do is go into kick the glowing pumpkin over here, and you'll get the rotten pumpkin mask. So once we're set up with the outfit, we can go to war and see if this appeases him. Again, I was quite lucky really. I must have had some rune coins sat from a promo a while ago. So once you've got all your outfits set there, can you check if my outfit's good enough? And he'll say it's good enough for him. So what we need to do is basically get started and initiated into the clan. So we need to go and find his main man, which is going to be outside of Gertrude's house. So teleport over to Varrock and then just run south. Again, you can use the lodestone, but I've just used the Ring of Fortune to get there. And then once you go over to Gertrude, you'll see the person stood out there. They're quite evident that they're going to be here, but what they've done really well is put the Halloween symbol next to the sort of name and stuff. So that symbol is going to be quite important for a few things in the quest, so make sure to keep an eye out for it as well. So the first thing we're going to do is go to Gertrude and trick or treat. So if we go here, go. Gertrude is done, but again, as he says, Gertrude is a very easy one. So we're going to have to do a couple of these to get the full initiation done. So that is the first one. Gertrude's really easy. The next one is going to be Falador, which when I did this on the main account was an absolute nightmare, because what we're going to be doing is looking for haunted suits of armor. So take the lodestone to Falador and then go into the castle. He's going to be on the 2nd floor, so we'll need to go and take the stairs. So it's going to be on this side, the east side. So you can go whichever way you want to, but the quickest way to go is through the east side and the east side staircase. Now, how I managed to do the suits, because again, I'm not sure if the suits are different locations for different people, but if you sit and wait, the suits will talk, and then you can keep an eye out for their them talking, because basically they'll ruin it for themselves. So go and find a clan representative again. And we wants us to speak to the ambassador. So if we look at our quest is updated, we need to locate some suits of armor in Falador Castle. Now, as you can see there, this is pretty much the same to how I had it for the first, for the main account. You can see that the suit of armor over there is actually talking. So we can go over there. And if you keep an eye out on the levels enough, they will spot and talk. So the way I found it to start with on the main account, it was the 2nd floor, then the 3rd floor, and then the bottom floor in terms of when the armors spoke. So as you can see here, you've caught them, and then you're going to have to catch them again. So if we go back over this way, because they're going to be up on this level, and with the castle especially, some of these staircases are a little bit funny to get around. It's not really great for pathing, so I went through this one here, and you'll be able to access. If you go on the staircase on the far east, you'll be cooned or contained, so you won't be able to get out. So that only goes up to the top floor. So in terms of the next one, as you can see here, we're hovering over this suit of armor. You can see it talking. But also you can see the pumpkin symbol, so that's the one you need to go and get. So we've just got that, and then we need to go and get the final one, which is going to be on the ground floor. And once you get to the ground floor, again, what you're basically looking to do is hover it over, and once you have the pumpkin symbol, that will be it. So I believe... There you go, he's talking there, hover over it, pumpkin symbol, that is going to be the final one. And this is going to be the Falador version of this done. Now what you need to do before finishing this, you actually need to go and trick the gnome who wasn't listening to you to start. So if you just go over and where is he gone? There he is. The ambassador, do that. And then this is going to be this version done because he is tricked. So go and speak to the clan representative. We're going to have one more final stop to do for these trick or treats. We're going to have to go to Lumbridge. So we need to go on to the the first floor. So we need to go to where Duke Horatio is because he is outside his bedroom. A little weird. But once we go through his dialogue, basically we need to go and spook the Duke with a trick or treat. So go and speak to him first. We'll go and speak to the Duke. So if you speak to the Duke, he's on about like dreams and stuff like that being tied. Go and look at his diary here. And then just go and speak to him one more time. So what we need to do is find someone who can make a cake for the Duke, which can be scary enough to scare him in terms of trick or treat. So we're going to go down and speak to the cook in the Lumbridge kitchen. So basically we need to go and find something like dragon-wise to scare the Duke. So we're going to go to Varric Lodestone, but you can use your archaeology journal because we're going to go to the exam center. And basically we just need to go and answer 3 questions to go and get the dragon head to create the cake, which we can then spook the Duke with. So once you're in the exam center, if you go and speak to an examiner, they will give you the dragon head if you can complete 3 questions. They're nothing special to the 3 questions. Just make sure you read them because I failed this at least 4 times because I wasn't actually reading it. Starting there, can you repeat the question because I wasn't reading? What is the weakest type of dragon? Black? Oh, it is. 4 legs. Unless you're a big dragon. That one. And again, the questions aren't going to be anything like too taxing. Just read them. And then worst case, like, if you fail a couple, you'll find the answers. Because I think it's only like 4 or 5 questions they're going to ask. So eventually you will get it. So she's going to give you a very old manky dragon head, which we're going to go and take to the chef. And the chef is then going to create you the cake. Now, after we do this, this is going to be the last one of the trick or treats we need to do. And then what we need to do then is go through the maze and do one of the Oshia's kills to finally get into war. But after painfully doing the first one, I think we should be a little bit quicker in doing the final one of those. So go back to the Duke. There we go. You get to eat the Manky Dragon cake. Speak to the clan representative. He's going to take you back, and then you can go and speak to your horseman, which you chose to be in the clan of, to basically have your final test. So we're going to go back to the Harvester's Hollow. Go and speak to War, and again, your horseman. And what they're going to make you do is go through the maze, which is going to be basically your final challenge. Now to do this, you're going to need 10 spare spaces because what you're going to be doing as you're running through the maze, you want to be looting the zombie or ghost imps as you go along. These are going to give you weapons which you can use to push out the skeletons or the zombies out of the way. And it just means you can go to the final boss. In this case, it's going to be Oshius, to attack and kill as well. So sometimes if it's a narrow single track, the zombies or ghost will attack you, and that's when you'll get that sort of loading, sort of attacking window. And you do have so much health which you can get in this maze, and you basically just don't want to run out of health. Now again, I don't know if you spawn at different things, but you can follow the route I'm going to. I think the route is pretty decent. But I'm trying not to go too quick. So we want to go down this way. Do we? Yeah. Yes. So as you can see, that's the attack. Because this is a single track, this is where the skeleton can stop us out of the way. But because we've hunted some ghost implants, we can simply spook it, and then it vanishes and goes out of the way as well. So these are also going to be what you're going to attack Oshius with. So it's best fit on the route you're catching implants on the way, because it's going to make your life a lot easier towards the end. Now, they do spawn quite a lot of implings towards Oshius, so you won't struggle to get them, but it's worthwhile picking up on the way there. So continue to work your way through. The door to get into Oceus is here, which is where we kind of need to get to. And just work your way around. You'll eventually find a route. I'm going to catch that zombie impling. The more of the zombie or ghost implings you catch on the way there, the more you're going to be ready to kill Oceus. Can we get into here? That's it. Grab that zombie impling. And go over the hedge. And as you can see, once you get here, you have the ability to kill Oceus, which is nice and glowing green as well. So we're going to catch our very last impling, hopefully. But they do spawn quite quickly here. As you've seen, that's another one. Each one of these is going to do 10 damage on Oceus. So I'm just going to catch another 2, and then we'll go into it. Basically, all you need to do is just spam the boss. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm going to grab that impling. Grab the one outside, and then we'll go and do Oceus as well. But again, this is the one where you can get the Reaper Masks, and it's actually pretty good loot. And if this is how you have to kill them all the time, it's actually not too bad. It's pretty chill to do in terms of a boss. Right, so jump over the fence, and basically all you do is just spam him, and yeah, just hit him 10 times. You're going to use 10 of your bones. You just need to be careful not to take damage, especially if you're low health. 30, 20, 10... should be done. And then once that's completed, that's pretty much going to be the quest done. You're going to go to War, speak to War, and he's going to make you part of his clan. Because you've actually technically done a boss kill, you are going to go and get some of the loots and the spoils, so we'll do those afterwards as well. But that is it. And there we go, 2 treasure hunter keys as well, which is always nice. Loads of loot as well. We have emotes from previous Halloween events. We have the horseman outfits for whoever we picked. And that is the end of it. 10,000 spooky tokens as well. Now, what I would make sure to do, if you don't have any Halloween items, I will drop the list from the wiki in the description. Because there are some items you can sort of get or buy just so you don't have to camp the spooky tokens before doing the quest. Because really, when you're sort of camping, you kind of want to get this done first. But in terms of my spoils, I'm going to get some dinosaur bones and some weapon poisons, which actually isn't horrific. And yeah, that's not too bad. Now, one thing I would suggest though, eventually upgrade your mask if you haven't got it upgraded. I'll just show you where to go and get it really quickly. You just go and kick this pumpkin, which is spewing out the lights. That's it. And it's going to be the same one you're going to kick to upgrade your pumpkin as well. But that's going to be in this video. That is going to be how to do the quest. Again, nothing too massive, but it's a nice one. And again, the Halloween ones, as well as all the seasonal ones, are generally quite fun. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it's helped with doing the quest. Thank you guys for watching. If you are brand new, make sure to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.